DHCP stands for Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. It dynamically assigns IP addresses on a LAN so that clients can communicate. It usually runs on router or on a server. It runs on top of UDP, in where the client will use port 68 and the server will use port 67. The dynamic assignment of IPs happens over the DORA process, which stands for Discover, Offer, Request, and Acknowledge. In the discovery phase, the client will send a broadcast packet to all the devices on the network asking for an IP address. This packet will be dropped by non-DHCP servers. In the DHCP offer phase, the server will get the message and will say, okay, I will offer you this IP. How about that? In the request phase, the client will say, okay, I will take that address. In the acknowledgement phase, the server will assign IP address, subnet mask, DNS, and the default gateway to the client. In some situations, the client will get more than one offer, but it will drop them and take the first one. In order to analyze DHCP traffic, open your command prompt and type ipconfig/release and then type ipconfig/renew. In this case, you will release your current IP and ask for a new IP from the DHCP server. Make sure to start capturing the traffic on Wireshark before performing this. Now let's jump into Wireshark. Now stop the traffic capture in Wireshark, go to the display filter and type BOOTP and just press enter. The packets displayed will depict the scenario that we've just did. We have released our IP and then the DORA process kicked in. In the DHCP release packet, if you expand the UDP protocol, you will see that the source port is 68 and the destination port is 67. Now going down to the DHCP protocol, as you can see, the message type is release. This is our current IP that we are releasing, and this is our MAC address here. Going to the discover packet, the type is discover, and the transaction ID is this one. As you can notice here, it is the same throughout the full DORA process so that the client and server can track the request. Now let's see the offer packet. The type is offer, same transaction ID, and that's the offered IP address. It happened in this case that it is the same initial IP that I have. Below are more details about the DHCP server and the subnet mask, the router, the DNS server that I'm using. Let's see the request packet. The type is request, the transaction ID is the same. Going down below, the requested IP address is this one, which is offered by the DHCP server. Now going to the acknowledgement packet, you'll see that the type is ACK. We have the same transaction ID. This is the IP address that has been assigned to me. Going down, I'll be able to see more information about the DHCP server IP along with the address lease time, because as you know, we're just borrowing the IP address and usually the renewal time value is 50% of that time, which is assigned by the server, and the rebinding is around 87% of that time. So you have to rebind and issue another request to the server so that you preserve your IP address. Going down, you'll see the subnet mask and the domain name server IPs.